Lorraine's just brought Bob in for a little bit of sharing time and space. Bob's gone over to check out the chair, and Lorraine's going to sit down in the sun and quieten her mind and think of all the reasons she likes her horses, especially old Bob. It's actually young Bob, he's just turned 5. Basically, you set yourself a time limit, and what you need is a comfortable chair, a swishy to ask the horse to stand back if it gets too pushy. Now here Bob is being close to Lorraine, but he's not actually being pushy. He's more investigating, being curious, and it's always your decision on whether you feel comfortable with what your horse is doing or not comfortable. And the minute you don't feel comfortable, you would ask the horse to move back. If you feel that the horse is pretty trusting, you can use your swishy to move him back. If the horse is generally quite timid, you'd be better off to just get up and move your chair. You can see that Lorraine's picked up her swishies, and it doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of energy in the air. She doesn't even have to touch him with the swishies. She just has to disturb the air, and he'll move back and be fairly polite. So when the horse comes into your space, he has to do so politely, and when you go into the horse's space, you have to do so politely. It's a pretty important distinction, which is easy to forget when you're in a rush to get something done. So what you need is a comfortable chair, a safe enclosed area where the horse can be at liberty, and enough time so that you can just lose yourself in the moment, forget everything else that's going on in your life, and just sort of be like another horse would be in the paddock. This is creating the bond, and what you want to do is get the horse to accept you as a member of his herd or his in-group. And the only way you can do that is to spend this time and space with him where you demand nothing except what the horse offers. You only demand that he's polite in your space. Other than that, you're just there. So quite often it's good to have a book along to read so you're focused on the book. You don't want to focus on the horse. You want to either sit and meditate, so you're in your own place in your head, but you're sharing time and space in the horse's home. Now Lorraine's got to decide whether she's comfortable with Bob doing that, or if she wants him to stand back. This would be what another horse would do to a friend. Might go over and investigate him and maybe move to mutual grooming. But as soon as you feel a little bit intimidated, move him back. How hard you move him back would be dependent on how pushy the horse was being. So if the horse was being very pushy, you might even stand up and really wave your swishies hard and get him to back off a long way. If the horse is just being mildly pushy like Bob here, you just back him off a little bit. So it's all a matter of balance. And the end aim is confidence in yourself, in knowing you can move the horse back anytime you need to, and the horse's confidence in knowing that sometimes you're just going to hang out with him like another horse. That's the whole point. Here you can see Bob eating the swishy. That's why it's good to make it out of an edible poplar tree or a tree lucerne or a willow, because sticks shouldn't be a worry to the horse.